Hello. Today I'm doing Super Mario Brothers game tier list. Um, I've played like almost every single one of these, but I did have a have not played tier list or list just in case because there's a couple. I grew up with the GameCube and like an NES from my dad, so a lot of them are childhood, and then I've been collecting them for a few years now, so I have every single home console and I can play every single portable game, but I don't have like the new 3DSs. Um, so yeah, I've had experience with a lot of Mario, been obsessed with Mario ever since I was a little kid, and I figured since Snail Chowder's been doing a bunch of tier lists, I might as well do one myself. So we're just gonna start right off the back with Super Mario Maker, on the Wii U. So I got this game and I remember really not liking it because the menus I thought were really confusing and I had a lot of trouble like navigating it. But a few years later I started playing it. I even have the 3DS version and I would give it a solid B because it's a good game. It has problems and it doesn't have all the features I would want. Uh so it's fine. It doesn't have Mario Maker 2, I don't think. Whatever. We're just gonna skip to do New Super Mario Bros. New Super Mario Bros. Is like a childhood game for me, and back when like those games were always super like they're old now and they're annoying now with how like consistent they were. But I would give it an A, because they're it's a good game. It's a really good game, especially it was like a return to form. New Super Mario Bros. Wii, give it an A. The levels are like too open because it's designed for 4 players, but if you're playing it by itself, it kind of is bad. New Super Mario Bros. 2, I give that a C. Yeah, let's go with C because it's not bad, but it's like it's just middle of the range. And then New Super Mario Bros. U, I will give a B because it's a good game and I enjoyed it, but at the time that it came out, the formula for New Super Mario Bros. Was getting really, really old. Let's go with the original Super Mario Brothers. There we go. This game, uh, D. I understand that there's a lot of nostalgia for it, and for me too, I have a lot of nostalgia, but it's just at the time it was amazing, but it really isn't that good of a game. Playing it now, I'm going from this perspective of now. This game, it's okay. The speed running is really interesting, but the game is just okay. Super Mario Brothers 2, I give a C because it's kind of just like it's an okay game. I never really enjoyed it that much. My mom loved it, but I never got that much fun out of it. Mario 3 gets an A, and we'll go above these two because it's a very, very good game. I played that one the most out of the three, definitely, as a kid. My dad and I would play that one for hours, and since you couldn't save, we'd get so far and then have to restart the next day. Super Mario World gets S. It's my favorite 2D Mario game. I don't know if Wonder would take that spot now, but Super Mario World is just such a classic to me. And I remember having it. I played it on Super Nintendo when I was little. I thought it was amazing. I loved it. And then came Mario 64, which is a game that I've personally sped run some, but not a lot. I wouldn't say it's as good as Super Mario World, but it's definitely one of my favorite Mario games. And going back to it now, I can definitely understand like it has its problems, but I think that it still definitely deserves an A for a game even now. We'll do Super Mario Sunshine now. This game's really tricky because this one I have a lot of nostalgia for, and I played it when I was a little kid all the time. I loved Mario Sunshine, but honestly, I think I'm just gonna have to give it a B, like above New Super Mario Bros. U. because it has a lot of problems. It was very rushed, but I really enjoyed it. And I remember, um, I was really little, but I remember playing it quite a lot. And then the Switch version is kind of bad. What came next? Super Mario Galaxy. This game is an S above both of these two. This one is definitely the best. I played this one. I was around the age that I was able to comprehend video games when I played this one, and it was the first game I ever beat all by myself, and that single-handedly puts it at an S because it is an amazing game. If you go back to it now, the soundtrack is amazing. Everything about that game is amazing. I just wish there was some more open levels, but honestly, it's not that big of a deal. Super Mario Galaxy 2 gets an A above these two, but I wouldn't say that it's better than Mario 3. Galaxy 2 has like some things about it that I really like Yoshi, and the level designs are more like sky, kind of less spacey feeling, but also it's really linear, and like it's not, it just feels like more Mario Galaxy, which obviously that's exactly what it was, but I wouldn't say it deserves S. I prefer the original. I guess do Mario 3D World, which I would give an A, but not as good as Mario Galaxy 2. Because that's another game that I played with my family. My mom and I really liked that game. We played it all the time. Me and my sister, we would play that a lot. I remember beating it, being just surprised. I know it wasn't very popular when it came out, but I was like a Wii U kid. I had a Wii U, and I loved my Wii U a lot. I was a huge fan of like everything that came out on Wii U. Okay, next up, we'll do Mario Odyssey. So when it came out, I was really amazed because it had been too long since the previous Mario game had come out. 5 years to be exact, and now it's been longer since the last 3D Mario game came out. Kind of ridiculous, honestly, but you know, Mario Odyssey, I played it at first, I loved it. Then the second playthrough, I kind of started to notice its problems, and ever since then, every time I go back to play it, I have so much trouble with like, there's moons everywhere, and moons like they lose their value because there's so many of them that are just like kick a rock or like stomp on this part of the ground, and then for other moons you have to do like elaborate platforming challenges and you only get one or two. And I really think that the value of moons was like kind of ruined in this game. I do think that purple coins serve really well for like trading for a moon, but I think what they should have done is like have it so that there's a finite amount of moons that you can buy from the store, and then use your purple coins that you would get at the end of like doing really easy things like stomping that part of the ground. You get like 5 purple coins, and then you trade 100 of them for a moon. Starting to sound like Mario Sunshine, which blue coins were a big problem in that game, but I think that it would work better than what they have at the very least. Let's go to portable ones now. Mario, where should we start? Mario Land. I'm blind. There we go. Mario Land, I played it only a couple years ago. I didn't have a DMG Game Boy until like 2 or 3 years ago, and then I modded it, and it's really awesome. But Mario Land, I really did not enjoy that game. The physics are really bad, and if I'm correct, Miyamoto had no influence on that game whatsoever. It was just kind of handed off to some people. Really not a fan. The music is really good. It introduced Daisy, which is cool, but also the game, it's just not very good. I would give that a D. Yeah, it's not very good. Actually, no, the original Mario is better because you can actually see it. Let's go Super Mario Land 2. Mario Land 2 now is an absolutely amazing game. It reminds me a lot of Super Mario World. So I'm going to put it right here in between Odyssey and U, because Odyssey has more and it's more of like a game. Mario Land is like Mario Land 2 is really like open, as it's a really good game, especially for the Game Boy. And then Mario U kind of feels like that overdone formula. Then let's do Yoshi's Island. So I know that the opinion on this game is actually very popular, but I haven't enjoyed this game very much personally, and I would give it like a C above Mario. Well, actually, we'll go above both of those. I think it's okay, but I don't think that it's deserving of any like really higher spot, especially because they named it Super Mario World 2 just so people would buy it. That's the only reason it's named that. And then we'll move on to, let's do, yeah, Yoshi's New Island, or yeah, I think that's what it's called. I had that game and I played the absolute crap out of it. I was super sick and I was home from school and I was playing it and I beat the entire game on that sick time. So I've enjoyed that game more than I've enjoyed Yoshi's Island, the original one. And I know that the opinion on this game is that it's pretty unpopular, but I would put it higher than that. I would put it higher than you also. Yeah, B. Very strange feeling to put it there, but I think that that's a good place to put it. Let's do Mario All-Stars now. Mario All-Stars, I don't even know if I'd put that on this list personally, because it's just 1, 2, and 3, but like kind of remade. I mean, I have to put it, I guess. I don't really see, the thing is I don't like the soundtracks as much as I like the originals though. So I would put it right there, right before Mario 3, because Mario 3's soundtrack is better, but Mario All-Stars is overall a better deal because it comes with Mario 1, 2, 3, and then Lost Levels. Speaking of, is Lost Levels on this list? It doesn't look like it. Let's do the Paper Mario games. So Paper Mario, the original, have not played it. Paper Mario Sticker Star, have not played it. 1,000 Year Door, where is that? Haven't played it. Super Paper Mario, when I was little, I absolutely loved that game. Since I hadn't played any of the Paper Mario games before, I didn't even know that it was supposed to be like a traditional turn-based combat RPG. So the story of this game alone, I would put it in B. Yeah, not as good as Mario Maker. It's kind of hard to beat Mario Maker just because you can make your own levels, but I think it fits in right here. And then Color Splash, which was a step back in the RPG kind of way. I would put Color Splash as, I think it's better than those two, but it isn't anything amazing. But I remember I enjoyed the game. I thought it was good. I just didn't really like the same generic Mario enemies over and over and over again. Luigi's Mansion, that is a game that I played when I was little, so we are gonna put it, I don't know, honestly. I think it might be, I think I enjoyed that more than Galaxy 2. I enjoyed it more than both. Actually, you know what? Yep, top of A. Luigi's Mansion is an absolute classic for me. I love that game. I loved it when I was little. I thought it was like the best game. I played it so much, but I never even beat it when I was little. I only beat it like 4 or 5 years ago now. Really great game. Luigi's Mansion 2. I think that game deserves a B above Super Paper Mario, because it is it is better, but it isn't like anything incredible. Super Mario 3D Land, I forgot about that game. We're gonna put it. I enjoyed it a lot when I was little, but I don't think it deserves very high. So we're gonna put it at the top of C, because it's a good game, but it is really like safe Mario game, I think. Okay, let's do. I mean, Mario RPG. I just played that recently. I've played the Switch remake version, and I just played it on Super Nintendo. It's a really, really good game. I think that it deserves to be like. I think it deserves to be right here. And I'm lumping that in with the Switch version too. I think that the Switch version is, obviously it's better, but I think that combining the Switch version and the original Super Nintendo, that puts it right around there, and it's a really good game. Now, if you noticed, I've saved the Mario and Luigi games for last, and there's a reason for that. And that is because those were my absolute favorite Mario games when I was a little kid. All of the Mario and Luigi games, I played them endlessly. I would never stop. I love them so much. And then when I heard that Alpha Dream went bankrupt, I was heartbroken. To see the series probably never get another game again because of how just how great they all are, except for you. I just want to see another Mario and Luigi game. Even if it isn't by Alpha Dream, I just want to see another wacky, like, crazy gimmick Mario and Luigi game with crazy new characters and a story that has nothing to do with the Mushroom Kingdom. I've always, I've really enjoyed how crazy they go with these games. Sorry for saying crazy so much. So Superstar Saga gets an A, top of A. It's better than Luigi's Mansion. Partners in Time gets an S. That's another unpopular opinion of mine, is Bowser's Inside Story is not as good as Partners in Time, even though some people say it's the best one. Bowser's Inside Story gets A between All Stars and Mario. Well, no, we'll put it over here. It's better than Mario 2, but it's not quite as good as like Mario 3 and All Stars. And then Dream Team, or Dream Team Bros, depending on where you're from. Dream Team will go in S between Galaxy and Mario World. That was the one that I played the most, and the one that I actually ended up beating myself. I never beat any of the other ones. I played the absolute heck out of them. I loved them so much. I played them all the time. They were probably my most played DS games and GBA games and everything. But Dream Team kind of trumps them all. The game is just so good. The music is so good. The story, the gameplay, everything about it. One of my main complaints with Bowser's Inside Story is that like the first 2/3 of the game are just spent with Mario and Luigi being exclusively 2D characters, which isn't a bad thing. But in Dream Team, you switch between 2D and 3D on the fly so often that it makes it feel like refreshing to be able to do 2D and 3D with the brothers. Bowser's Inside Story did have 3D portions where you'd play as Bowser, but I wasn't ever that big of a fan of Bowser that I wanted to play as him that bad. And I thought the idea of like most of the people of the Mushroom Kingdom being inside Bowser was kind of silly. Mushroom Kingdom, I don't know why I said it like that. But yeah, Mario and Luigi Bowser or Dream Team is like the best one. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that this is my finished list right here. I will stand by this. I will argue my points here. If you disagree, feel free to tell me in the comments. I will listen to you, but I might not agree. So just keep that in mind. Thank you for watching, and bye-bye.